All bark, no bite. Enforcing the Austin City ordinance that sent Uber and Lyft packing is proving to be a big challenge.
Fingerprint background checks are required for rideshare drivers, but there's no penalty for those who refuse to provide them. And that could change later this week. But as KXAN's Chris Sadeghi reports, some think the new ordinance packs very little punch.
Since Uber and Lyft rode out of Austin, other TNCs have been riding in.
And as more and more came in, you kind of just saw this, Wild West thing all over again.
Get Me co-founder Jonathan Laramie thinks the more the better, but getting the companies, the city, and the drivers on the same page for fingerprinting has been a bumpy road.
I think there's just been miscommunication or disparity, to be honest with you.
Some drivers work for multiple companies, but Laramie says they've been working on the process to get them fingerprinted online and on record with the city.
It's just getting the on-demand driver network platforms to, give the consumers options to choose.
Even if the drivers are not fingerprinted, right now there's not much penalty. Councilmember Ellen Troxclair says requiring prints but not enforcing them is a waste.
Either we think fingerprinting is critical to public safety and we are going to require it, or we don't think it's critical.
The city wants companies to have at least 50% of their drivers fingerprinted by August 1st. Troxclair says a proposed ordinance would fine companies that don't submit a report, but nothing for slacking on fingerprints.
The report could say that there are no drivers that have been fingerprinted and there would be no consequences or fees.
No consequence for a requirement that led to a lot of rideshare companies coming and going. From City Hall, Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
The Austin City Council is expected to vote on the ordinance on Thursday. Companies that do not submit fingerprint data for their drivers could face a $500 fine, but so far, nothing says that data has to match city rules, only that they provide it.
Uber and Lyft just won a temporary no fingerprinting battle in Chicago. Instead of passing an ordinance to require fingerprints, the city has agreed to first undertake a 6-month study into the value and fairness of those background checks.